Good evening, everybody. How y'all doing? Alright, so I don't really have anything planned. Alright, so let's see here. I know we've got a suggestion for one game. Alright, so we've got an option for Splatoon. I don't really know what else. I didn't plan tonight, this week out properly. We could also just watch like ghost movies and stuff tonight. But how are y'all doing? Everybody have a good weekend? Because obviously we met. Well, that's good. Yeah, I have nothing planned at the moment. Oh no, I saw an image that was too powerful and I can't show it. Aw, cute. Alright, I'm just kind of like trying to find stuff right now. I'm just like, eh. Yeah, we could play Splatoon. We could play. We could try and work on doing some A ranks and. We could work on some A ranks in Sonic. We could. We could watch ghost videos and like other stuff tonight because we haven't done that in a while. I think the VR headset's charged, but I was planning to do that Thursday, but we were going to do a safer work stream if we did that. Hell, we can even start Half-Life or something. Apparently a lot of people are playing that right now. I think. Let me check something. I still gotta do my taxes. To be fair, I'm also waiting to see if the government collapses before taxes are actually due, too, because who the fuck knows what's gonna happen. Ooh, they updated Fallout London. Maybe we'll go play that. Maybe we'll go play that later. I gotta run updates. I didn't plan on this. Good close, GOG. I don't know if it'd be worth playing Fable. We beat Dagon. Did we play the Complex? I don't think we did. We beat Bread. I don't think we beat Breadsticks either. Or maybe we did. Well, we can't play that on Twitch. And we'll save Isolation for October. Did we play the newest DLC for Cult of the Lamb? I think that was just the Pilgrim. Hi, Rajanka. I know we did the Sinful Pack. I know we did the Heretic Pack. I know we did the Cultist Pack. Did we beat the Pilgrim? If you can find a coaster. Or what's the size of the bait? What's the size of the model? If you can find like a cork coaster and just paint it black, that should work. One of these days I will buy all the stuff Dead by Daylight and we can be Dead by Daylight girly. But not today. If I can find something to do, we'll do something. If not, we're doing your mom. I say that and then you're super nice to me. I'm sorry, Pokemon. I haven't even been drinking. That was snarky even by normal standards. Oh, you don't say. Oh, sweetie, we plow all mills here. And femboys. And tops who claim their and bottoms who claim their tops. Oh, but come on! The amount of porno jokes that could be made! Oh, God, I am... I am in a mood. Nope, can't play that game, most. Oh God, I am. Fuck, I am a MILF. The problem is, I have a lot of games, but not a lot of them are installed. And it's like, I don't want to install something just to... I saw you post something. Yeah. If you can find some, like, foam coasters or glass coasters. Because there's always some little old lady who they're getting rid of all her stuff and they just have coasters at, like, Goodwill or something. I mean, I would peg it first. Yeah, no, the coaster would work. Just a foam coaster and just like spray paints it black. That would work just fine. Especially if you can find like a plastic one. I mean, I could print you one, but to be fair, you did send me $40, and I still haven't gotten a model made yet, so I could just do that as a trade-off. Although, to be fair, that's a base that should be like $5-10. Beat Sheepy. We need to get Slime Rancher too. We'd have to restart Stalker. I did not plan for anything. Is there another DLC for this game? Yeah, why the hell is there not a DLC? Yeah, the only DLC is the damn soundtrack. Oh. I'd play that game because that was fun. You played through it. Space Marine 2, we only have the missions that we need 2 people for. We could go kill some Nazis in Wolfenstein. This is what I get for not planning this out, because eliminate that. I'm not gonna make that be a problem. Jeez, even Marvel Rivals need to be updated. I did not plan this out. I am dumb. Okay. Let me go check out my backup area. This is the problem. It's like I meant to paint yesterday. I've got to find something to print for tomorrow. But that's easy. That's literally just find something that's just like I can print really quick. Because I forgot I have Podkin stuff. So I could have painted her yesterday, but I didn't. Let me go check my backup area. I doubt I have anything safe for work in itchy.io. I mean... Kane is technically a safe for work game, but the problem is that's a TTRPG. Yeah, these are for... Okay. Good God, there's not even any good ghost videos. let's just do the options we've got. We could start Half-Life, the Half-Life series. We could just go goof around in Goat Simulator 3, because I don't think we finished that game. Yeah, because like 27 achievements we're still missing. We could play some Splatoon, but I think Shiny's probably about to have to go to bed soon. I could start up a game of Party Animals, but I think it has to... No, we could also... So, we could work on Sonic Adventure 2, A ranking that. We got Splatoon 2. Or Splatoon 3. We could start the Half-Life series. Or we got Goat Simulator. We've also got a Cult of the Lamb, which we haven't played in a while, but... yeah. Listen, I have Steam. Everyone has Half-Life by now in Steam. They give it away for free sometimes. Oh. And Jackal's doing some art. So, if he's still doing art later, we'll go raid him. Give me my polls. Yeah, let's create a new poll. I'll give you guys 5 minutes. Alright, I got a poll. Whoever wants to vote on this. I got 5 options. We've got Half-Life, Splatoon, Goat Sim, Cult of the Lamb, or Ghost Analog Horror. Dids. Oh, who would have guessed that that was going to get voted on? Great, I'm gonna need a tiebreaker. I mean, we got 5 minutes. I'm not worried about a tiebreaker. But I will say this, if there's not a tiebreaker in 5 minutes, I will have to make one. Oh, God. Hmm. Alright, we're gonna need a tiebreaker. Well, listen, I don't know if there's a way I can play both games at the same time, although there is a split timeline joke there. Well, listen, if I had the money to have well, 2 timelines would have outfits. The third would just be the third one. I don't know how I would do the third timeline. My fucking name. Okay. Okay, would anybody like to break the timeline, or do I need to see... Where the fuck did my dice go? Uh... Hmm. Where did the horny coin go? I used to have this GamerSupps coin. It's a coin. Every once in a while, GamerSupps will make a metal coin off of like one of the OC characters, and I have like 2 of them. I think my aunt's gonna need that. And the thing is, that coin was supposed to go into my, like, craft stuff, and it disappeared. How am I somebody who plays D&D and I have no D&D dice within reach? How do I have a drawer? How do I have a freaking office set of drawers and nothing in them that I can actually use? Why are they all empty too? Why are you there? And you're all still here. I'm looking for those. Man, you, what the hell? Where's the Jurassic sticker here? Stay there. There we go. I'm back. Also, funny enough, found oh guys, this is where a lot of my other stuff. Huh, I found Shadow the Hedgehog. And Mario Golf for the GameCube. What the hell? And face... And face hit! I have a squishy thing I can't show on stream. Oh my god, I'm finding shit I didn't realize I still had. That annoys the hell out of me. Oh, that's where my sticker collection went. Oh, I need to send that to somebody. I'm more concerned I found a pocket watch that needs to be wound up still ticking. Okay, but I found the stickers I like to throw into like my gifts I send people, so that's actually kind of funny. Later. Listen, I have been unpacking from moving for months, so every once in a while I find random stuff and it's just like, what the hell? I just found tattoos for Blue Twitch kind of tattoos. Because I had a whole set of these and I was like, where the hell did they go? And then it's like, oh look, I just found them all. Because of course I did. But somehow, no dice! Or a coin. But I did find something for Fun Times After. You even set right? That's 10, dumbass. So yeah, I found like half the stuff that were on my desk, but then it's like other stuff is just like, that's not right. Alright. I have an idea. Down to you, bitch. Alright. I'm gonna roll a d20. Odds, we will start Half-Life. Evens, we will boot up Splatoon if Shiny is still here. Is Shiny still here? Because that might redetermine what we do. Okay. I can't tell if that's a 6 or a 9. Damn it. I'm gonna say it's a 6. That's a 3. I'm more concerned that it rolled a second 6 than anything. I don't trust now. Great. Alright, Shay gave me a 3. 4. And a 17. Of course. Shay's dice wants Half-Life. The glowy magic dice wants Splatoon. Listen, I will buy the fucking cuck chair for you both. On TikTok, somebody sells a D20 cuck chair. And I thought that was the most hilarious thing. I'm like, yeah, that's what it feels like sometimes. Oh, now you're just doing it to piss me off. Yes, of course, the thing where I have to set up the capture card, and it's not just set up because it overheats if I leave it plugged in. Alright, fine. No, it's a whole process. It's not like I can just plug it in and go. I mean, to an extent I can, but... I'm glad I caught that. Ha ha ha! There we go. Yes, this tells you the last time I played. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? I need to understand, I'm just pressing the A button right now. No. Don't you dare start drifting now. I'm sorry, how much? Who the fuck just said I'm fresh? The fact that I don't even have to guess our password. Yeah. This feels like a new map. No, it's not. It's a different time of day. I'm just gonna keep Peyton back here. Dang it. Hey guys, there's a roller in our area. I have no idea if we won. Yeah, we might have actually. I really need to get a second screen just for when I'm playing console games so I can actually have like stuff up. Oh shit! No! Well, that's just sad. Damn it. Oh, we actually have a team that's working together. Yay. You know, I feel he just turf war, but yeah. Okay, that person got their ult really fast. That felt like a group of friends. Kit, you have a good gun. Go. That was almost actually Japanese. That was kind of weird. Motherfucker. Okay, he keeps getting that fucking hammer way too goddamn fast, unless there's two people with a hammer. Damn it. It's close. The YouTuber was hella laggy, and the guy with the hammer kept, like, he was suspiciously getting that ult way too fast. He's already left, dude. You're about to die, Mew. Oh, somebody's in our base. Motherfucker. They probably won. Yep. Motherfucker. What in the weird ass oh, it's a Slatana. The fuck? Damn it. trying to do. Shiny, it's Nintendo. It's Splatoon and Nintendo. I expect it to be laggy. Wow, that was laggy. They got a second wind out of fucking nowhere. Alright. I think we'll play a couple more games and then we'll go watch a Ghost video for a little bit. And now it's going to take us like 30 minutes to get a game. Yeah, fuck you too. Who the fuck took me out? I have given up on trying to be good at this game. Alright, we're going to do 2 more just because I've got those points to get extra points. What the? sorry I'm not really talkative today. I just didn't really have anything planned, so I'm just kind of meh. Listen, you nitwits, if it gives you points, it must be covered. Hehehe. Alright, one more and then we'll go watch some ghost videos for like 20-30 minutes. Alright, last one, and then we're gonna go watch some ghost videos for like 20-30 minutes. And I think we won. If we just won, we won without even covering this area. That's hilarious. I'll end on a high note. Okay. Turn you off. Why is everything being done? Gonna bring you back over here. Can exit Steam. I think we're gonna watch some 4 Plus just so we can get an idea of what to watch, and maybe we'll go watch these proper.
Right before the year ended, we stumbled upon a collection of analog horrors that all seemed to have fit a specific theme: fairy tales. We had the horror twist on The Little Red Riding Hood and Alice in Wonderland, even though Alice in Wonderland on its own is terrifying enough. However, these stories take on... Wait, However, these horror takes on these old stories actually coincide with their original interpretations a lot more than one may think. Just look up any early interpretations of your favorite Disney princess, and I'm sure you will be in for a surprise. But today we actually have some new fairy tales that have gotten the analog horror treatment, and one story that has gotten a continuation. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a sequel to the Little Red Riding Hood short. If you saw the last video we did on fairy tales, you would know this short ended in such a way I'm not sure a sequel is even possible. But sure enough, here it is. We also have the Three Little Pigs and the Ugly Duckling. Since the Three Little Pigs analog horror is made by the same creator as the Little Red Riding Hood, I'm curious to see if the wolf will carry over as the antagonist and wreak even more havoc on the lives of the forest. As always, be sure to check out the original videos to support the creators before diving in over here for us to brave the horrors as a group. Now without further ado, let's equip ourselves with some sturdy protective gear and open up the first page of this fairy tale book of nightmares. But before I let you get too far, just wanted to say if you're new here and enjoy what you're watching, be sure to hit all those neat buttons down below as it really helps support the channel. And if you want to see more, be sure to follow us on Instagram and Letterboxd. Alright, now you can pass through. Little Red Riding Hood, where have you been? For those who haven't seen it, I'll catch you up to speed on the last entry. Basically, Little Red Riding Hood goes out to her grandma's house to deliver some candy. As most of us know, she ends up encountering an evil wolf during her journey. Once she makes it to her grandmother's house, she is shocked to find that her grandmother had already been brutally mutilated by the wolf, and Little Red was next. It didn't end there, however, as the wolf then went on to hunt down Little Red Riding Hood's mother and finish her off as well. Now you understand why a part 2 is so confusing to me, considering literally every other character died in the last one. But who knows what lies in store for us. Our entry begins and we slowly pan over to see the corpse of Little Red Riding Hood's mother, followed by what's left of Little Red herself, and then the grandma, who sits in her chair completely torn up. Seems like this sequel may be taking place immediately where the last one left off. The screen cuts out, and an image of this man comes up on screen, with text that just asks, "Where were you?" I have a feeling I know who this is supposed to be. See, in the Brothers Grimm version of this story, a hunter swoops in and manages to save the day by brutally slicing open the wolf's stomach and miraculously pulling Little Red and her grandma out alive. But in this story, the hunter was nowhere to be found. The question is then asked, when did it all happen? When do we all die? The name Hansel and Gretel.
So, Gretel and Hansel?
Nein! Hansel und Gretel!
The name Hansel then appears. Is that the name of our hunter? I wasn't able to find any official name for him anywhere, so perhaps this is him. We then get one last message that just says, "Kill the wolf." The screen cuts out yet again, and we end up in found footage format, seemingly in the eyes of the hunter. The hunter appears to be aware of all the atrocities that have been committed by this wolf, and it looks like we are still here during the week of the incidents. As the hunter, now known as Hansel, makes his way through the woods, he stumbles upon what looks to be a dead chicken. Then not far off, we see another dead animal, except this one has a message for Hansel.
He's not just a wolf, you need to kill him, he has our souls. Save me, please.
Sure enough, the wolf was certainly behind Hansel for a second. He proceeds to make his way further through the woods, heavily concerned that he is hallucinating considering the talking animal. We cut ahead a little bit and we have found ourselves at one of the homes. Hansel goes inside and he is definitely prepared. He looks around the house until he ends up discovering a bad smell. The source is none other than the dead mom. Hansel ends up finding her final note that just says, "I don't know how long I'll hide. I feel him approaching. You will be next." Once Hansel puts the note down, we quickly see that the wolf has been watching us through the window, and Hansel quickly shows us that he means
It's just 4+ reacting to like.
And you shrunk.
What the hell? Oh.
There's
I almost told off with another stream tonight, but it's like I can only do that once or twice.
Stop calling off streams.
I know. I just couldn't find it. I didn't even think of anything to play. So then they're just playing a few rounds of Splatoon with Shiny, and then we're just watching these now until the end of this video, and then I might call it.
So getting my hands back. Tease.
You get any candy?
Huh?
You get any candy?
I was trying to take my candy.
Thank you for getting the bread, by the way.
Did you see it?
I ran downstairs because I was going to ask you before we started playing Splatoon to be the tiebreaker.
And you put away the stuff, and I'm like, where the hell did I put it? And for that, there.
I was half expecting you to actually do it. It's like, oh crap.
There. That's what you deserve.
Means business. He wastes no time
Clearly,
blasting away at the
it's
wolf,
an AK-47.
but this fight isn't
Shoots
over
like a
yet as the
shotgun.
wolf is quick to appear behind Hanzo, and Hanzo is stuck in his
door?
grasp. He ends up getting free and runs off. He gets a couple good shots in, but it just doesn't seem to be doing any good. All Hanzo can do is stare directly at the wolf, who tells us that bullets are useless against him, and that it's too late to save them. Hanzo makes the last-minute decision to make a run for it. He makes it out of the house, but the wolf is on his tail. Hanzo continues to run through the woods, but every time he stops, the wolf is just right on him. He begins to look for a good place to hide, and ends up finding Grandma's house. But as we can see in this top-down view, the wolf knows exactly where he is, and says that Hanzo will end up just like Little Red and her family. Hanzo has barricaded himself in the Grandma's house, hoping that the wolf can't get in. There comes a brief moment that the wolf's repeated banging on the door stops, but all he did was find another way in by smashing through the window. We can hear as his footsteps get closer and closer. Hanzo ends up running into Little Red's dead body, and is rightfully horrified. He ends up opening up the door positioned behind her, thinking that it's a good place to hide. But sure enough, on the other side is Grandma's corpse. Hanzo fears that he is going to end up in the same position, and sure enough, the wolf is already here, standing behind Grandma. Hanzo is truly screwed. The wolf proceeds to brutally roast Hanzo, calling him a failure and that he deserves what happens to him next, which is quite brutal to say the least. Hanzo, just like everybody else in this brutal world, has had his face disfigured by the wolf, and now he sits and eternally watches as Little Red and her family's dead bodies spin around him, the people he was unable to save. Something I forgot to mention is that the dead animal near the beginning said that the wolf doesn't just kill people, he steals their souls, so they are truly damned for eternity. The last thing we see in this entry is the wolf flashing on screen, with text that just says, "You are mine." That was definitely an interesting take on our villainous wolf from the story. Instead of being just a very mean wolf, he's basically unstoppable. He's impervious to bullets, and somehow is able to steal people's souls. I thought after Hanzo managed to get those very good shots in, that it was game over. There's no way the wolf could have survived all that. But sure enough, he isn't some ordinary wolf. In fact, I don't even know what he could be, but a wolf is certainly not the answer. The Three Little Pigs. Our story opens up, and it looks like this will be told in the form of an old Windows point-and-click game. We hit the play button, and the story begins. We are introduced to our three little pigs, and I'm sure most of us know this story. Well, the first pig goes off and builds his home out of straw. The second builds his home out of sticks, and the third builds his out of bricks. When all of a sudden, the big bad wolf comes over to the first pig's straw house. Except in this story, our screen ends up cutting out before he can huff and puff.
A big bad wolf came to the straw house and
Something to take note of, however, is the fact that this wolf has what looks like bullet holes in the same spots as the last wolf, confirming that this is the same character. We end up cutting back to our point and click, and our mouse clicks on our first pig. The pig tells us that he needs to protect himself, and asks us what material he builds his house with based on the story. Well, little pig, in the story you build your house out of straw, which is a very stupid idea, so you should instead build your house with bricks to protect yourself. But since that isn't how the story goes, the mouse goes and picks straw. The pig foolishly builds his house out of straw, thinking that it will protect him from the big bad wolf. The nighttime rolls around and our pig heads inside to hide. However, we see as the wolf approaches. From inside the house, we can hear as the wolf knocks on the front door. The pig stays quiet and hidden, hoping not to be noticed. The wolf demands to be let in, but he says that he won't destroy his house, and that they can just be friends. Don't fall for his trick, pig. Luckily, the pig stands his ground and says he won't let him in. However, considering the house is made out of straw, the wolf manages to break the door down pretty easily, and he gets his evil hands on our poor pig. We see as our pig has been brutally murdered by this true villain. We occasionally hop between our lighthearted telling of the story and the dark variation. In the lighthearted cartoon, the wolf blew the house down, and the pig was able to run off to his brother's house. But we know what actually happened. But as expected, the wolf now makes his way to the pig who made his house out of sticks. The mouse selects the pig, and we are brought to a very familiar scene. The pig tells us that he also needs to protect himself, and asks us the material he should build his house with according to the story. Once again, I'm going to say brick is the best idea, but our mouse tries to select straw again, which is the stupidest thing you could do. The mouse then tries 2 more times to hit the straw. They just want our pig to be killed. Yet in a strange turn of events, the straw ends up turning into this man. This face that looks like it has had a wolf encounter. As it turns out, what he is saying is reversed audio, and once flipped, translates to, "Save me, please help us, save us, help." This is very likely Hansel, his soul trying to call out for help. After all that, the mouse finally hits the correct option, sticks. Not what I would have gone with, but whatever. The pig then builds his stick house and prays the wolf doesn't find him. The night rolls around and our second pig has gone inside to hide. But once again, the wolf is back for more. He knocks on the door and our pig wakes up, asking who is there. The wolf tries to disguise himself as his brother, but the pig isn't falling for it. He asks to show himself at the window, and sure enough, he shows himself.
And what janky animation are we gonna have here?
The wolf brutally flaps his brother's decapitated head in front of the window, before smashing it and breaking in. The wolf appears behind our second pig, and we are met with this seizure-inducing scene.
Yes, this is supposed to be great.
We're then met with this disturbing frame of the pig just hanging in the middle of the frame, with text just asking,
Oh, the pig's
"Am
name
I
was
dead?
Sayori?
Where is my brother? I want to see him." Since this is the same wolf as before, we know that he isn't really killing his victims, but stealing their souls and stashing them away God knows where. So these pigs are experiencing a nightmare straight out of hell. It's now time for the fake, light-hearted story to try and convince us that the pig managed to survive and fled to the third brother's house. But we are about to witness the true events. When the mouse clicks on the third brother, we are met with a message from beyond the grave.
Save us, brother. You are your last hope. Burn yourself. Your house next to the wolf. Sacrifice yourself for us and for all the
Yes,
victims
that's exactly
you
what
made.
a ghost person would be
That's a
saying.
big
if he said
ask,
that.
but if our third pig carries out this wish, he will be considered the true hero of this story. We load into the story and are met with our third pig, who once again tells us he needs protection and has to kill the wolf. Finally, my time to shine. Use bricks and all your worries will be gone. We even see as the straw and stick options are replaced by images of his dead brothers, and text that just says, "Sacrifice yourself." Truly some graphic stuff. But we finally chose brick, but this pig is in need of more materials for the plan to commence. He asks us for help to find the gasoline, which I mean, come on, it's right behind you. The next on our list is to find the lighter, which is just right there. The nighttime finally rolls around, and our third pig decides it's time to head inside. Sure enough, the wolf is back, unsure of what he's in for. He knocks on the door, and our third pig knows immediately who it is. The plan is set in motion, and our pig yells out to the wolf to come and get him. The wolf breaks in the door, but our pig is ready. The wolf tries to approach, but the pig throws the lighter to the ground. Text appears that just says, "Die, you bastard, and let us rest." The whole house erupts in flames, with the wolf right along with it, and unfortunately, our pig character as well. But we see as even Little Red and her family's souls have been set free along with the little pigs. The wolf's body falls to the floor, still burning in flames. We then get quite the interesting twist. We see what looks to be a regular person come on screen, and I have a feeling this is our wolf, and he has a very revealing message for us. I have been corrupted. The witch did this, for my thirst for revenge. I wanted to have a happy ending, but what's left of me is to burn eternally in hell for my actions. But I don't regret anything. I would kill more. I really like this. Gretel, go after the witch and free your brother. Hansel's soul is not saved like the others. And then our scene begins to fade out. We then see Little Red's family and the little pigs finally able to rest in peace. But to end off this entry, we see the wolf's burnt corpse on the ground, when out of nowhere a feminine figure appears and takes them away. Likely the witch the wolf was talking about.
I love how it says
What a
feminine, it
fascinating
just looks like
twist on our wolf
shapes.
villain. That would explain the borderline immortality. Another interesting reveal was that our hunter Hansel is in fact the real Hansel, as in Gretel's brother, Hansel and Gretel. You know, I had a slight suspicion when I saw the name in the last entry. Hansel isn't a very common name, but I still just chalked it up to coincidence. Little did I know I was right all along. I should have known, considering it seems like this world is blending together different fairy tales and making one big world. Kinda like Shrek, or Hoodwinked, but with a terrifying twist. I love the idea that this wolf antagonist transferred over between stories. In a ton of fairy tale works, a wolf is frequently the main threat, so to have it be one wolf that managed to terrorize across a bunch of stories is really cool to see. But our journey through fairy tale analog horrors is not over yet, as there is one left for us to uncover. The Ugly Duckling. Our entry begins and our title immediately starts to glitch out, changing the name to A Beautiful Swan, created by you. Me? We're then introduced to the mother swan. She laid her eggs, and to her surprise, one of her offspring was born different. It was a duckling. All of the siblings ruthlessly harassed the duckling. Even the mother looked at the duckling with disgust, disowning the duckling and pecking him away from the nest. She straight up calls him a freak and says he will never be beautiful. Our screen occasionally distorts to show us just how menacing this family looks to the duckling's eyes. A vile and disgusting creature forever cursed to walk the earth as an ugly mutt. That's just diabolical right there. This went on for a long time, the duckling constantly getting its differences pointed out and made fun of. These siblings are truly the worst. Then one day, all of a sudden, the ugly duckling vanished. And of course, the family basically celebrated, happy that the duckling was gone, claiming he tainted the family. Then we go through a big time skip. All the siblings are now full-grown swans, and the mother tells them that it is their time to have a place of their own, and to have their own families. The siblings say goodbye to their mother, and they swim down the lake. During their swim, they begin to reminisce on the past. The swan named Sylvie actually looks back feeling bad about their behavior towards the ugly duckling, saying it's a shame that they left them. But the other swan named Simon retains his disdain towards the duckling, claiming he just looked hideous and that it was a blessing that he decided to leave. Sylvie still stands her ground and says that Simon is being horrible. However, if you look in the background, you can see this strange figure perk up in the back, and it looks like whatever it is after Simon and Sylvie. Looks like the ugly duckling is out getting their revenge.
Mom, praising
no.
your coat has gotten to your head. It's getting dark. Where is everyone?
Many seasons pass, and the mother swan believed it was finally time to reunite with her family. Oddly enough to her, though, they never bothered to visit her. I wonder why. So instead, she is off along the river to find them. She still finds it strange that she hadn't heard from any of her kids. She ends up coming across a barn that she remembers Simon mentioning. She approaches the door, wondering if he himself has had any kids. She calls out to Simon that she is here to visit, but there is no response. With the door slightly left open, the mother swan heads inside, and she ends up witnessing a horrifying scene.
It's the thing.
Every day I wrote blood, and every day I was reminded that I am inadequate. Good luck trying to keep your perfect family. You want to know what I've done?
The ugly duckling has killed all of her kids, and it looks like they have taken pieces from each of them and applied it to themselves. Truly a twisted take on the story. To end off this entry, our ugly duckling has some final words for his mother before ending us off.
No one came looking for me when I disappeared. And now, no one will come looking for you.
I really
So
liked
scary,
that dark
so-
take
so
on this
spec-
classic story.
so spook.
In the original variations that I've found, the bullying did not last as long as it did here, and it all turns out to be a big misunderstanding anyways. The ugly duckling, instead of going back and killing his family, decides it would be best to instead kill himself by throwing himself at a pack of swans. But as it turns out, he himself is a swan, so the family accepts them as one of their own, and the ending is much happier, much different than what we just watched here. I really enjoyed all that we have covered today in this video. The continuation of the Little Red Riding Hood was a surprise I definitely wasn't expecting. I thought that the Three Little Pigs was going to be a one-off story, not the third entry in a long narrative about a wolf terrorizing different fairy tales. At least now the wolf is dead, and the world has nothing to worry about, except Gretel. I imagine we can expect an entry following Gretel on her hunt for that witch, the only person who can free Hansel's soul. However, the witch did pick up the wolf's body and take him away. I wonder what sinister plan she has in store with that. It was also nice to get a different tale with the ugly duckling, where it turns into a revenge plot against the family that bullied them. If only the analog
it's the
horror
wolf
duckling
backstory.
found its family of ducks in the end instead of resorting to violence. But then again, that family was ruthless, so who's to say? I feel like the lessons we can take away from these analog horror fairy tales is definitely to not go out into the woods alone, and to not bully the ever-living shit out of people, because that person may come back to violently murder your family.
I mean, that's
But on that
pretty
note,
much the
I hope you
stories.
enjoyed all that we had to cover today. Be sure to keep on leaving me recommendations down below, whether it be in the YouTube comments or the community Discord, where just like the wolf, I'm always somewhere about. But if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go tell these new fairy tale renditions to my kids.
Alright. Let's see who we got to go raid. If Jackal's still on, let's raid him. If not, we'll pick somebody. Hmm. Actually, I think I'll just call it here. I will see you all tomorrow. It should be a Blue Twitch. If not, I might move Blue Twitch's paint stream to Saturday. And tomorrow we'll do a normal paint stream. But I will hit you all up on Discord and Twitter for that. But I will see you all later. I hope you all get a good rest. I hope you all have a good evening. Bye, my lovelies.